All righty. All right. Never perfect, but we are going to get this thing perfect down one day, one way.
Oh, y'all can hear. Okay, so they can hear on TikTok.
Yeah, no, I had to redo it because I had the wrong thing in there. And I tell you, one day, maybe next week, I'm going to get this thing all the way right.
Yeah, we're
So
good.
now I'm going to get it right one day. All right. So now we're live on all of those things, but now my post for YouTube is wrong. So I've just got to fix my YouTube one real quick, and then we'll be
Okay.
ready to go. If I can find it. So almost ready. Well, let's give us some time. See if we can get one or two people off in here. Let's
Okay.
give it some time. And one day I'm going to get this all perfect. I promise that. All righty.
We'll be all right, man.
It's all cool, man. We'll give it some time. Get some things going in here.
I don't think Nelson's seen the baby. Let me see him real quick. Nelson, the baby.
All righty. And the thing is, too, I need to keep my eye
You see the
on
baby?
I didn't see the baby. Oh
The
man,
baby.
that boy got that baby in the building. He
Yeah,
got that
baby.
new baby over there. Oh man,
All
that
right, I got.
daddy.
He
How
gonna
you
talk.
liking it? How you liking it?
Everything's good, man. He be cutting up a little bit, but
Yeah, he be cutting up a little bit. He
he
just
be
getting
cutting.
going. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah, he
getting
be
going.
cutting up a little. He be cut. Did I tell you that me and my girl got engaged?
Yeah. Told me
Okay.
because you did that when you were in Richmond, right?
Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah. You had told me. And
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm listening. I'm just trying to get this thing posted back up here so that
Oh no, no, you good.
I can give
Yeah.
everybody
We got
before
18 people on TikTok.
we got 18 people on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm just telling them to drop their questions.
Okay.
They said they can hear me, so they said they good. I mean, it might be some bots in here. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey man, we're taking all questions. We're taking all comers today. Y'all ask away what you got,
Yeah, if you
and
guys have any questions on TikTok, let me know,
we
and I
are
can
gonna
ask them
take them,
live on Facebook.
and we're gonna make it go live.
Yeah, we're gonna make it shake.
So
We
I
good.
don't know if I'm able to see everybody's questions, but pull them from everywhere. But once I post this is our new link. All right, there we go. All
I
right.
think a good topic for today is going to be something that we can say some updates, up and coming things for
Up and coming
2025.
things,
Yeah,
2025.
yeah. I
All
mean, I
right. And
think
I'm
that.
just trying to make sure there's no as we're getting it going because I had to like reshoot the link or whatever. So just making sure that there's nothing happening in the Facebook group or the live right now. So man, I think 2025 is going to be good because we got a lot of things going. But I see some people are popping in on Instagram and everything. So this time is time that we set aside just to talk to new wholesalers. It usually takes a little minute before we get people going in here. So we'll give it some time, but then we usually start to get a question or two. But this is time that we set aside each week just to talk to new wholesalers, people that are looking to get into the business, may have questions. Maybe they have questions about Newly. Maybe they want to complain or say whatever. They need something. I know the other day there were some people and they were looking for like mentorship and stuff like that. So any questions that you guys may or may not have on Newly, then we are, all about that. So that's what this is. That's what this is all for, and that's what we want to do with it, man. So with that being said, I will keep an eye on the chat, and then we will just go from there and let it hang, man. So I know you were looking at some office spaces this morning. How far were they? How far away from you were they?
DC. So the DC area, probably like 35, 40 minutes, depending on traffic. So I don't know if I want to. I'm trying to get 15 to 20 minutes, just so I can get, the babies want to get back and forth when I need to. So 45 minutes might be a little bit too much, unless I plan to be there all day, which I don't. I plan to be there in the mornings and then, let the team rock out into the afternoon, and I'll have a security lock up the office because it's one of those type of buildings. But I mean,
okay,
I'm looking between three different places. One is in Maryland, two are in DC. I kind of like the DC vibe off the strength that you got the elevated, it's like the 8th floor. You can kind of look over downtown. You know what I mean? It gives me something to look at when I'm not just in there just calling people or, you know what I mean, working.
Yeah.
So, but the downside to DC is you got to pay for parking.
Oh man, y'all got
it's like
I guess
downtown.
It's like everywhere else though.
Yeah, it's like downtown, down, you know what I mean, downtown area, any metropolitan areas like that, LA, anywhere. So then Maryland, the Maryland side of it, there's no paying for parking, but it's just as expensive as the DC one. So I'm like, damn, do I just do I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll keep you posted on. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. And I also, I'm doing interviews the second week of December for January. You know what I mean? That way I can start building a team and get them acclimated to being on site, because I'll probably have like 2 or 3 virtual people, like VAs, but most is going to be an in-person team. I want to build it out, It's like a transaction coordinator, dispo, 3 acquisitions, 2 junior acquisitions, and myself. And then I want to replace myself and bring in a CEO 2027-ish. We'll see.
Hey man, that's the goal. So Brandon is looking to build out his own acquisitions business and get it up and running, and that's what he's doing. And of course, he'll be using Newly to get leads and going. And so, again, really just have this time just to kind of talk about the business, any questions that other people may have. I think the biggest, just kind of switching topics, the win that we had this week would be that, man, we had somebody send us over a video, and I'm going to post it this week. And the first part of the video was I cut a picture of the guy's face and I put Newly sucks, like Newly lead sucks on there, because that's what he says in the video. And this is a dude that I think, he signed up for us. He wasn't getting what he wanted. He thought out of it, and he made a couple phone calls, and the leads were not, maybe to his liking or whatnot. And he went to cancel, but he was in our spam, and I didn't see it. And because I don't check spam every day like I should. And so he just kept calling through leads, and he got a lead, and he ended up assigning it for $8,000 and closing on it. He got the lead, and then he assigned it in 2 days and put $8,000 in his pocket off of a $99 Newly account. So that's a pretty cool video that I'm going to post. And I think that just kind of goes to, a lot of the things that we see, that I see with just wholesale in general, and then with like Newly, is that people just are expecting that they're going to pay $99 and every lead is going to want to be a deal right away. And it's like, dude, that's just not the way, unfortunately, it works. Like you gotta push through, work hard, and then see the results of it. So I think that was a testimony. I think that'd be awesome. I can't wait to post that video. And it just goes to show you, dude, like nothing's gonna happen overnight. Luckily, he knows what he's doing, so he got something locked up and assigned. But it's like you're making $8,000 off of one deal, and Newly's $200. I mean, I'm just thinking like people like imagine if you do one of those every 2 months. That's like, doesn't that change your life?
Man, I mean, my thing is like, what do you want? You want to get 25 leads, and you want to do $250,000 off of a $99, startup. I think that's what they want. They want every lead to be a deal.
That would be nice,
I wish
man.
if that was the case. I mean, hey, I might be in the high rise right now. Who knows?
Yeah, right. If every deal that you got from anybody and everybody was a lead was a deal, then we would be killing it. So
yeah, I'd be on the yacht with you right now. We'd be like literally right now with the babies on the yacht,
boys.
just yacht
There
boys.
You go. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Doesn't work that way.
It just doesn't, man. But I will tell you, things have been going good in the market. I think you just have to keep working leads. So I've been doing the wholesale boiler room like with Kai, and we're getting leads that are coming in. And I mean, people are having phone calls every week. And so I think you have to stay consistent. That's the name of the game. You cannot get out here and just think, I mean, imagine this 25 phone calls and you're talking to people like, if 25 phone calls are changing some people's life, if they don't change you and say it takes 75 phone calls, which is 3 months or whatnot, is that not worth, is that 75 phone calls? Is that not worth having like the ability to change the game for you? So I think, it's just interesting how you see the market move sometime.
Yeah, I hear you. I think about it. It could take you way more than 75 phone calls though, bro, because if you have a dialer and a list, and you're pounding through phone numbers every day, cold calling, how many people will you talk to before you do a deal? I mean, or before you get some leads. I mean, it gets deeper than just the deal. Like the leads first. You know what I mean? Like you got to get the leads first. Then you got to qualify the lead. Then you got to verify the lead. Then you got to make sure they really want to sell. Then you got to negotiate. You got to build rapport. There's so many steps. It's not like you get on the phone and ready to go.
Yeah,
like a lot of the leads that I've called from Newly, I get on the phone, they're ready to go. A lot of them. Now, not say all of them, but at least I'd say 40-50% of the people I talk to. Where else I don't get that anywhere. I can go spend 10 grand on PPC and talk to 2 people and maybe get a deal in a rural market and do 2 grand because I have no buyers and I have to just push it for whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, but the testimony will speak for themselves. I'm not going to keep,
Hey man, you know what it is? It is what it is. I will say, the thing too is rural markets, I know people like shoot them down. I've done a killing in some rural markets. Now every rural market is not going to be a deal. Like we all know that.
Right.
But I've done some deals in the rural market. Actually, one deal that I did was like 2 years ago, and it was I couldn't even tell you the town, like, oh man, where was this at? Maybe like Missouri. In some small town, but like the army base was maybe like 20 miles away or something.
Okay.
And I mean, this is a town like there's like 8 houses in the whole area between some places. And I just got this house. The people didn't live there. They lived far away. And the daughter was helping her parents sell the house. And so I picked up the house for, I think they wanted like 75 or something, and I ended up picking it up for 50.
Okay.
Because it was like, I mean, no one else is gonna buy this thing.
Nobody else. You can get it for whatever price you want at that point.
And it had an ARV of like 150. And so we were already golden. Like I was like, I'll just throw this thing on the market. And so I was trying to like find a realtor to work with. And this is again, like, this is why you want to build relationships, work with people. I was looking for a realtor to work with. And this lady was like, you know what? I don't really understand or know what wholesaling is. Like, this is a small town, right? She's like, I don't really know what you're doing or how it works, but I have a buyer who's selling their house. And if you can get this house, I will take them and do a walkthrough with it because, they're looking for a house right now. Like they were actively selling their house, going to live in like their trailer home on their truck,
RV type of thing. Yeah.
RV type of thing while they looked for their next house. So I was like, perfect, bring them through. They loved the house. It needed work, but they were like, yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for. And they were getting a cash out from selling their home. So they ended up putting an offer in for like I think we did it for like 115 or something.
That's
So
crazy.
I
That's
literally,
crazy.
and this is like, because there's nobody in this town, right? So they're not going to have another house. And also, where are they going to get like $150,000 home for 110, right? And they were all cash. They didn't need a bank. Like they literally sold their house and for like 115 and then turn around and gave me that exact amount. Actually, I think they ended up giving me, I think they sold it for like 120 and then they gave me 115 because the home needed some repairs.
Okay.
So in that little town where there was nobody at, having that relationship with that realtor, she was like, I love this. Like they sold, I did the sell with them on, they literally, I picked up the house and closed on it with cash out of my own pocket Monday. They closed on their house on Thursday.
4 days.
4 days. And then we did the closing for ours on Friday. So literally Monday, I bought the house. I'm sitting on it. Thursday, they close. Friday, we close. And we got, everybody was happy. But that's what I think that people, they see these little towns and they think, there's no one out here. No, man, come on, dude. Like,
and you pick gold out of that because think about it, it's like a 50 grand something deal after commission.
The realtor was super happy because I told the realtor, look, no, first of all, what's my hope of working with anybody in this town, right? So I was like, look, you just do this deal. I will pay you like I don't even remember what I paid her, but it was like 5 or 6% commission. Like, look, just make this thing, make sure they close, and this is the house they want, and they're gonna get to keep $5 grand, and they're already getting a discount on it. And we closed that thing, man. I walked away happy. She walked away happy. They walked away happy. So, and that's also too what it's about, is creating a win-win, right? So it's not just money at the end of the day. Like there was a couple dollars made for sure, but it's not about just money and who makes what. Like, you want everybody to win at the end of it.
Right. And that's a good point though, bro, because what you did was you problem solved. See, a newer investor may or may not have been able to put that together, because it's like, okay, boom, you got this property, but now there's someone selling a property and you putting them in, like you really match made the situation. You know what I mean? You made a gel together. And you took a risk because you purchased the property. You know what I mean? You were like, hey, at a price like this, the numbers work. It makes sense for me to take it down myself. And then you say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and list. So like, a lot of things you did were probably a little bit more advanced than somebody would have done if they didn't have the ready capital, or if they didn't know how to get a hard money loan or whatever. There's different ways you can get the capital.
Well, the thing is this, who was going to give me a hard money loan out there?
Right. Nobody.
Luckily, I just happened to be in a position where I had the money on me like that day now, and I could make it happen. But no one was going to, I reached out too. I was like, I was calling people like, hey, I need to borrow, that 50 real quick. And they're like, man, it's just so far out there. Like we can't.
Yeah, they was afraid. But my thing is, look, you end up almost doubling your money in 7 days. Yeah. I mean, that's not typical. Look,
that's not typical. Yeah, that's
not typical.
Again, but I tell people all the time, you're going to have some deals that you blow out of the park. You're going to have some deals that are just small home runs. You're going to have some deals that are, ground roll doubles, whatever you want to call them. So, that's how the story goes. But I didn't, you don't get these deals because you made 5 phone calls and then it just fell into your lap. You know what I mean?
Right. That was probably a follow-up call. Probably somebody you followed up with.
You know what? Actually, it was because we were going to do the deal. Then she kind of needed to talk to her parents, and then she went away for a few weeks, and then she came back, and then she had to talk to them again, because again, they were at 75. And I think they were even trying to work with somebody else that it was local, that it kind of fell through. And it was just that follow-up, that follow-up over and over again.
You were there. You were there. That's the main thing. You were there. Exactly.
And then boom, before you know it, and this is the thing that I always tell people when they're on these calls. If they're selling you on the property, find that solution and help them, because they need you. And if you aren't able to help them that day, like sometimes that just happens. But if they call you back, you got them. Like if they call you back, the ball's in your court. You got it. So that's what I tell people is like, you're not going to close every deal. Every deal isn't going to end the way you want it, but leave a great impression, follow up, provide a couple of different ways that you can help them. And then move on to the next one. And if they call you back, you got them.
That's it, man. The money's in the follow up. Like we just heard, what was it last week? We brought somebody up.
Yeah. What
they
did that
followed
do?
up with a guy, and then they built rapport and doing a deal on like some type of duplex or something like that. And like I forget what town or something, but I mean, it's money to be made. There's money to be made, and there's people to be that need help. That's more importantly. That I mean, if you got into this business, not only for just the money, but just treat it as a business, and you are a problem solver, you can do very well. Let's just put it like that. I'm not gonna say X amount of dollars, but you can do very well in this business if you can problem solve and solve this. The bigger the problems you solve, the more dollar signs you'll see, and the more people your reputation is really what's important in this game. Because if you're a wholesaler and you never close on contracts and you always cancel contracts, you lock stuff up too high, and it's just a sour taste. Buyers don't want to work with you. Sellers don't want to talk to you. Your business is basically blacklisted on Google. The reviews, if you have any Better Business Bureau or anything like that, it's blacklisted. You can't do anything. So it's important to keep the integrity going. I think wholesaling gets a bad rep because a lot of people don't really understand what they're doing. They don't have any mentor. They don't listen to the right people. They just think it's a fast money gambling scam. Like, oh, I can go make 10,000 in 30 days. Yeah. But is that realistic? Like, can you really do that with no experience and just maybe you might get lucky, but it's not 2021 and 2020 no more, man. You gotta.
And even then, I mean, the thing is, you're going to get lucky and make some money, and then you're going to put it back all in marketing, and you're going to be right back to where you left off because you're going to be waiting to get lucky again.
Exactly.
And it just doesn't, unfortunately, work that way, or you can't scale up on luck and
scale it.
But you gotta be realistic when like you said earlier, when you come in this business. Last night on the Wholesale Live we did, Travis, the dude that we posted, it's going to do a deal for 60 grand. He got that lead off newly. Right. Someone already had it under contract and had listed it, trying to do an ovation, and listed it way too high and never sold it. He was told by the seller, "Hey, I'm already working with somebody. Don't need you." Then that person didn't do the deal on it, and he came back and said, "Hey, this is the real price I think you need to be at. I can close on this cash. You don't have to wait on it, and what have you." And took the deal and has already got it moved and moving on and making 60K. That's what the business is. The business isn't a clean cut, dring, hello, here's 10 grand in your hand. So
right.
I know I probably am stressing on that tonight, but if people do look back on this, I want them to be able to see like this is the real of the business. Even last night with Kai and that deal that he was working with that guy, he didn't get the contract signed last night. He teed it all the way up. He had the conversation with the dude. He got as far as he could with him, and then he had to, the guy was going to talk to his lawyer and all of the, things that they say. And then the guy,
objections.
Yeah. Then the guy never talked to anybody, woke up in the morning and was like, I just want to get this thing sold, signed the paper. And now he's got a deal under contract. And that's most likely, like, that's how the business goes.
Right.
So,
yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I mean, I just think that, people just need to be more realistic with the way that this game works. I think I think that people look at someone's business, let's say on YouTube or like some of the big guys, like your Brent Daniels, some big guys, right? And you see that, oh, I just did a $20,000 deal, I do 7, 8, 12 deals a month. They're looking at people's business at Z. They don't see the business at A when they started in 2013 and 2015, and then they have a whole sales process and teams and trained, skilled closers that can get on the phone, and there's just sharks, and they can just, what I mean?
It's a machine at that point. They're seeing
it's a machine,
result, but it's a machine, and it's up and running, and all you're, like you said, you're just seeing the end result. You're just seeing the polished finish, end result of it. You don't know everything.
You don't see the bumps and bruises and all the nicks. Like, I can't tell you how many deals that didn't close when I first got started. And I did the first deal, put half of the money back in the market. My first deal was only $5,000. Put half of the money back, half the money back in the marketing. I'm trying to, redo what I just
flip that
did.
5 again.
Trying to flip that 5 again, like a hustler mentality. You know what I mean? So it's just like ended up working out. Ended up getting some more deals, but you know, I mean, it was a grind, bro. I probably had at least like 17 contracts in my first 2 years that didn't close. Yeah, it's very heart shattering because you spent that money on marketing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's
and
like
coming back.
right. You know what I mean? And granted, you know, you're still making some money, but when you go full blown and you just quit your job and that's how you eat, it's like, damn. You know what I mean?
And that's that's what Newly is like, the idea of Newly. So you don't have to quit your job because marketing isn't going to kill you and run you dry. That's literally the whole point of why we started this, you know. So and it's awesome, right? Because everybody who's with us, they get it, and they're doing deals. And people who aren't, you know, hey, like they're gonna take some time and then they'll start doing deals. So it's just how the cookie crumbles.
It is what it is. Do we have any questions on Facebook in the group?
No, it's, you know what, it's a quiet night, and I don't know if it's because I used the wrong
well, they'll see it even in the Facebook group once we're live. They see it. So if no one has questions,
but I don't know. It's a quiet night in the Facebook group. So
it's all good.
Hey man,
we're just chatting.
We're
here. We're here if you need us.
Hey man,
we're here
if you need help, we're here. If not, guess what? We'll be back here again next week, and we'll be here to answer any questions that they may or may not have. And that's what the point of this time is, to give back and say, hey, what do y'all need? We're here to give it to you. We're here to answer it. And you know, eventually people will flock in. I mean, this is as quiet as it's been in a long time, but
so my question is this though: should we wait then to drop our 2025 first thing that we're doing, or should we just wait? No one's here, so we can wait. We can wait till next Thursday.
We'll just wait.
Let's just wait, because no one they don't care.
Next
they
Thursday,
don't want to know.
I'm gonna get all of this lined up even better. Where I only have to post it once. I know it's almost like the 5th week will be the charm of this.
Right. Well, we'll get it. I mean, it's got some people have come up and they've talked about deals they've done. I mean, you know, we've definitely seen some success here on our lives. I think people are, you know, have been able to get some information, and you know, I think what we're doing is, you know, for the hour we do it is good. So
hey man,
you know, it's okay.
We're giving back to the people, so you can't really beat that.
That's it. I mean, what more can you ask for at that point?
What
for free?
More can I say?
I mean, you know what I mean? Time is valuable, but we're jumping on here. You know, we could be with our babies right now.
You're sure. Well, mine is asleep, so I don't know.
Hey, look, you ready? For
yeah, mine.
I gotta put that man down. Yeah, mine is up.
He got to stay on. He got to stay on schedule with his. You know, you got that new parent life. So I don't know. Y'all are probably all over the place, man. I'll tell you what. I'm not looking forward to the late nights again, but I am in a way I am, in a way I'm not. So
yeah, we don't get much sleep right now, but it's okay, man. You know, it's a part of the game. We need to figure out what the next event we're going to, bro.
You know what? That is something that we need to figure out.
Because I'm going, and I don't care how I'm going. I have to show.
We need to figure out an event that we can go to. So if anybody sees us and y'all know some events that are going on, let us know, because that's going to be the newest thing, the next thing that we do for sure. Yeah, we got to get out there to an event. I can't even stress and play around. That's just got to happen. Yeah,
whether it's late this year, whether it's early, you know, Q1, whenever, we got to figure out how we'll get in the room and rep the Newly brand and shake some hands, rub some elbows.
Yeah,
you know.
No, we're gonna make that happen. I know that there was like a Pace Morby one, but I think it's already I
think it's already booked, or already
it's already going on. So
it's already happening.
Find out the oh man, let's see. I wish there was like a real estate investor meet site.
Yeah, like a forum. I know Sean Terry has one. He has the Flip to Freedom. He has that, and then he also I think he has it's called.
When is Flip to Freedom?
It's usually early. It's like May or something.
Okay.
And then you got the one already happened. I think the Clever Investor one.
Yeah, see, I think that's the one that's happening.
Yeah, that's the big one. That's like the big one.
Yeah, I think that's the one that's happening.
Yeah, they got that one. I also want to go to one of those Grant Cardone 10X
Yeah,
ones as
I mean,
well.
I would. I mean, I feel like you're going to go there and get the spectacle, but I'm not. I don't know if people there are going to be
It's
doing
a
new.
different crowd. It's a
Yeah,
different
it's a
crowd.
different crowd.
But I mean, it would be good to go at some point, at some point down the
Oh yeah,
line.
I'm pretty sure it would be
But right now, I want to
good.
get to
I'm
some of
pretty sure
those.
it's probably great networking.
Yeah, absolutely, and just learn about different people's businesses and stuff like that. But I want to really get to the Sean Terry one. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And the
look up the
clever
Flip to
investment.
Freedom. I know he's got Flip to Freedom, but then I don't know if there's an event that's coming up. Oh, you know what? They just did. Maybe is this it? Get ready for Cancun collab with Flip to Freedom and Nick Perry.
Maybe,
Oh,
but
that
that's a
was
collab though. That's them too. I think.
they just did that one, so that
Yeah,
one's on.
Sean has one that's just with him and his team.
Okay.
I think he usually hosts it in Arizona, so it's not far for you. I think for me, it's probably like 4 hours.
Yeah, I need to. That's what we need to definitely figure
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure. I mean, we'll just book it. I think if the first step, if we book it, we have no choice but to go. Like if we just
Oh, well,
book
I
it,
mean, if I book it, I'm gonna
yeah,
go
if
no
we
matter
book it,
what. I just got
and
to
I'm just
figure
gonna
out.
plan. Yeah, I'm probably just bring the family. I just make a trip out of it or something, like a 3 day thing or something. I don't know.
We just got to find us one.
They're used, and sometimes they're on Eventbrite. Sometimes they
Yeah,
put them
that's
on
where
there.
I'd be searching. That's one of the places I like to go and see what I can find. I just have to. I'm on there now, just trying to see. Shoot, I might as
Yeah,
well
we'll
use
see
this
what we
time
can.
and say somebody come or don't come. Hey,
Hey, we're here. We're just this is what we do on the daily. Like we have these conversations every day.
yeah,
So this is a normal Thursday for us. So it's not really like we're doing anything different that we usually would do. And
see,
I got to get back to I got to get back to your neck of the woods too. I'll probably bring them out there.
bring the fam bam downtown?
Yeah, I probably do. I might do Houston or I might do. Yeah, I probably do Houston. And
Yeah, you need to.
really, I might really do Houston this time. Like last time, I just kind of did like some little touristy stuff. I think
Yeah,
this time I might like go, you know what I mean, and do some stuff, and maybe
get
we'll
out
go out
and
to eat. We'll go
explore.
out to eat or something. We'll go get some food. You and your wife and kid.
Bring the whole fam out.
We'll just be we'll be deep in there, man. We'll spend $5,000 on food, and so it's on me this time, man. I got
It's
you.
okay. Okay.
He said, "Look,
Look,
I
okay.
don't know about
You
it. Hey,
said it.
look,
You
man, look.
said it. You said it.
I'm gonna write it off as a business expense. Okay, this is a business expense because we're talking business, but we're also having a good time. So I can write it off.
Hey man,
It's fine.
you got
It's
it. You
cool.
the one. You the one.
You're the one. This guy. I need. Where's my newly hat? And where's my
I'm
newly
trying to get
shirt?
them ordered. Actually,
You're gonna give it to me in person at this point. Like at this point, you're gonna wait till
probably
I come back and just say, "Hey, bro, here, let's go in the trunk of the car and here's the
pop trunk and get
shirt."
you the shirt.
Pop the shirt. Pop the trunk and get the shirt.
I'm trying to see on Eventbrite. They don't have anything, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's a hit or miss, but where I usually go sometimes too is I'll go directly on their Instagram page and on their
Yeah,
link tree, and they have like, oh, the next event that they're having or something like that. Or sometimes I'll DM them. Like I've DM'd Brent a few times. I've DM'd, Jamil and them like a few times. They reach back out. So, oh, we got an event June 9th. Got an event. You know what I mean? They want people in the room, especially if you're an
yeah.
investor. So yeah, I just ask. I'll ask Sean. I'll ask him. Or I'll ask one of his like people on his team and they'll get back to me. We'll figure it out. I wanna go though for sure next year. I know his is early, like in the middle of the year, like either it's June or May or something, in those hot months of Arizona. So make sure we wear shorts and short sleeves.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the live today. It's been a little quiet, but we'll be here next Thursday. We'll do it all over again, and we'll give everybody opportunity to ask any questions. And that's what the time is for. So y'all take care. We'll see you next week.
Right. Peace.